Hey trackies, welcome back to another video. Please remember to smash that subscribe button, hit the like button as well. That's how the video gets to the YouTube algorithm. Share the video if you care. I hope y'all care. So share, and yes, please sound off in the comment section below. All right, so trackies, I have absolutely great news now. Some are not gonna like it, but guess what? Who cares? Guess what? Jamaica can still potentially win two medals in the women's 100-meter hurdles. No trackies. We are going to get into what happened in the heats for the women's 100-meter hurdles and why Jamaica can potentially win, as I said, two medals. Now, y'all know in my preview, I had Jamaica winning two medals, and I said, guess what? Jamaica can win a medal from Ackera, and we can also win a medal from Megan Tapper. Unfortunately, we had Megan Tapper pull out of the championships due to injury. So that really was a heavy blow for Team Jamaica. And I was like, oh, absolutely gutted. But in comes the defending world champion, Danielle Williams. And I go, Jamaica is in business again, and I'm absolutely excited. So, track is let's dive into what actually happened in the heats, and as I said, why we can walk away with two medals, right? So, diving into things first, I want to start with the first heat where we had Masai Russell, the Olympic champion, come up head and shoulders above everybody else. Track is qualifying into the finals, semifinals, that is, running 12.53 seconds. Looks really good. She's one of the athletes that I have challenging for one of those three medals as well. And just to note, I'm actually looking at four athletes that can potentially walk away with one of those three medals. So it's going to be interesting to see which one of the three out of the four get a medal or if somebody surprises. But that's how I'm looking at things right now. And I know some people are going to say early days still. That aside, I still think that these four have separated themselves from the rest of the field. And one of those athletes, not the defending, the actual Olympic champion, Masai Russell. Now, let's dive into Heat 2. Now, in Heat 2, we had the defending world champion, Danielle Williams. Oh my gosh. She was so smooth, so easy. I was like, who is this person? And then when I think about in previous years, the issue that I thought we had with a Danielle Williams when it came to her execution, her final, 20 meters of the race, where she looked to seemingly decelerate, not necessarily hold her form as good as the rest of the athletes. Even if you go back and look at when she won the world championship title back in 2023, she was decelerating and the other athletes were catching up crazy, but she still held on for that win. Guess what? 2025, Danielle fixed that. I'm like, look here, trackies. She is going to be right there running with a Masai Russell going for one of those medals. And guess what? She actually ran the fastest time in qualifying, looking like one of the easiest, executions as well. She ran 12.40 seconds to qualify. So I'm like, okay, Danielle Williams. In steps the defending champion. It's so funny because I saw an interview with her earlier when she said, hey, guess what? She doesn't really think about defending, titles. She thinks about it like it's a whole new championships and she's here to win a new championship title. And she also said that, guess what? Going into championships, nobody ever has me as a favorite. And I'm like, when I saw her heat race, I was like, geez, Danielle, do you have to be right every single time that nobody calls you, but yet you turn up looking fantastic? Listen, I didn't clock her for a medal. I didn't have her potentially defending her crown. But how she looked like she's ready to defend. I'm absolutely here for it. She looks like she's ready to run faster than her personal best, 12.31 seconds. I'm here for it. She looks like she's ready to dip into 12-2. I'm here for it. She will be challenging the best of the best in the world, which includes the Olympic champion Masai Russell. And as I said, I'm here for it. Now, trackies, let's dive into Heat 3, where sadly, we had Megan Tapper not take part in the competition, just reminding us of, how competitions like this, you have, spills, you have thrills, and this is one of those moments where we're really, gutted to see Megan Tapper not able to take her place, right? Nadine Visser ran well in Heat 3. She ran 12.48 seconds to qualify. But, when I look at the execution versus Masai Russell, versus a Danielle Williams, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna place you behind these athletes. You don't look quite as good as them. Again, as I said, early days still, but I do think there is slight signs of separation that we can even see in the heats, right? Jumping on over to heat four, where we had Ackera Nugent. Track is Ackera qualified running 12.54 seconds. And let me tell you something, Ackera walked the whole race. I said, Jesus. I said, Jesus. Oh no, somebody's gonna say I'm calling the Lord's name in vain. Apologies. But that being said, she looked really, really good. And I'm like, okay, third athlete. That is for one of those medals. All right. So far I've counted Masai, I've counted in Daniel Williams, and I'm looking at Ackera Nugent. That's how things look so far for the women's 100-meter hurdles. Now let's dive into heat five, where we had Amoy Brown from Jamaica representing. Now I don't have her, as an athlete that is, challenging for a medal, but we're looking for any kind of, representation that she gives. And guess what? She makes it to the semifinals. So congratulations to her. She placed third, where she ran 12.82 seconds. Now, one of the athletes that I was keeping my eyes on, Grace Star, competed here. She ended up winning, running 12.46. But guess what? It's not giving me, undefeated, Grace Stark earlier on in the season that looks like nobody could get her. She definitely is still carrying whatever injury setback, affected her, leading into the USA Championships. So with that being said, even though she ran 12.46, she doesn't look quite as good as Masai, quite as good as Daniel, or quite as good as Ackera Nugent. So I've still slotted her behind these athletes. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying any of these athletes can't pull a surprise, but I'm just saying so far, Masai looked better, Daniel looked better, and also Ackera Nugent. Let's dive into the sixth and final heat, where the final athlete that I think, will be challenging for one of those three medals participated, and that is the world record holder, Toby Amusan from Nigeria. She took the win 12.53 seconds. And track is, she looked absolutely fantastic qualifying in her heat. Really, really flawless technician when we talk about hurdling. So honestly, everybody has their own running style, personally. So I think I am waiting for the semifinal to see if I can see any more separation between Daniel, Ackera, Masai, and Toby Amusan, to really put my finger and say, okay, I'm calling these exact three for the medals. But me not telling no lie, Jamaica can get two medals, and that make me excited. I am super duper excited right now when it comes to the women's 100-meter hurdles. Things are looking really, really good for us. And yeah, let's see what happens when we get to the semifinals, into the finals. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like up the videos, track is like up the video. And also subscribe to the channel. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.